Last War fans, Dark Tiggler here. It's time for the Day 2 recap versus UBX against Mega, the versus battle. Let's take a look. Here we go. We're going to click on the versus, go to Day 2, base expansion. You can see Mega did take the title for Day 2 with 8.2 billion to 7.2 billion. Insane numbers. Of course, Frizen putting up the #1 spot there at 259. Nice job, Frizen. Sadly, however, we did lose that one, so you can see UBX is down 1-2 now. We're at Age of Science. Dual Progress, Age of Science. Let's go to today's theme. Why isn't it showing today's duel? There it is. We are down by quite a bit. That is quite a bit to make up. I don't know, we're going to have a hard time. It got a bunch of people at UBX who did not understand the meaning of save, and I think they are seeing why we needed to save now. I know there's a couple people that I've talked to that they didn't get it, and they didn't save. You can see clearly Berserkers and D, they saved. Frizen, of course, killing it as usual. And these are all drone boxes, which is kind of neat. Now, if you look at Frizen's top squad, his squad is beefy. It has crossed the 135 mark. So 135.15. And if you go look now at his THP, close to 600. Right on the border of 600. He's going to cross that, I would think, tomorrow after the EWs. So after the exclusive weapons hit, I think we're going to see him cross over to the 600 realm. But 135 only. And jump from 133 to 135. That's it. I thought he was going to hit closer to 136 or 137, but still not too shabby. So that is the versus battle as we have going on right now. We go to Tuesday's ranking. Of course, I said Frizen and Lucky Baby Pete, and there I am. Top 4 spots. You can see we went to town. We went to work. We did our business. That's almost $1 billion between the top 4 players. So, it was interesting. You see the Megatards really did a good job of their mid-level players scoring high. So, you look, we had our goal set to 100. 45 and up was 100. If we click here, you can see 21. So they had 24 in there, and we only had 21. But where it really came into play is kind of in the middle here. There's a lot. You can see, look at all the Megatards. There's some UBX in there, but it's mostly Megatards here in the middle. That's where the big difference came in. That's how Mega got the W, is that middle ground. They did a good job pushing, a good job working. Hats off to them. They put up some crazy numbers. So that was quite the battle there. So you can see picking up little slackers here. Twiggy, what's going on? Twig 50? Jeez. So, we've interesting numbers here. Prince of Charming, he had nothing left to upgrade. We're missing a person. Only showing 199. Interesting. If you look at the weekly ranks, you got Frizen, of course, on top. Andy second. Berserker's third. Good little battles going on there. And let's take a look. See who needs to pick up their slack a little bit here if we scroll down to the bottom. Let's see who needs to get off their behind and put some work in. I think I know who the bottom one's going to be, Yeah, I kind of was guessing that one there. So these guys need to put some work in. Jules! So Jules is in a situation like Frizen. Not much stuff he can upgrade. And Jules likes to blow his wad constantly. So he's just, there's nothing for him to really upgrade. Sadly, G-Man doesn't know the meaning of save, which is interesting. But still, I mean, this is some pretty good numbers, even for the bottom folk, to put up. I know a lot of these people, I see them, and I go, oh, yeah, you weren't saving, were you, buddy? Anyhow, it is what it is. So hopefully we get some people picking up the slack today. You can see Berserker's putting up the good numbers. D's putting up the good numbers. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Anyhow, Last War fans, this was day 2 of the versus battle between Mega and UBX. Have a good one.